I am the Hooded Lid, and welcome to my channel. Not only am I blessed with a hooded lid, I am blessed with big bad bags. Big bad bags. I want to be the heroine, the superhero that diminishes the big bad bags. That's a good goal, right? Okay, that might not happen because I'm talking doing it without surgery. But I'm here to play. I'm a little hesitant to post a video like this because I'm not coming to you with answers. I'm coming to you with questions, and I'm willing to go through the testing to see what works. Today, you're going to be taking a look at the results of 3 days of testing. I did the barest amount of research of these kind of old-fashioned remedies for puffy eyes and came up with 3, but I think I'm going to do a series of at least 2 on this subject because there's more to explore. In this video, we're going to look at ice, we're going to look at an old-fashioned gel mask, and we're going to look at cold spoons. These are all things people say, oh yeah, they get rid of your puffiness. Now, puffiness can be hereditary. If you are somebody who is normally not puffy, but from time to time you have puffiness to deal with, I think all of these remedies are going to absolutely work for you. They're worth taking a look at. They all have their pros and cons, which you will see when you take a look at the footage. Puffiness under the eyes can be symptomatic of a slew of things. For instance, if you're usually not a puffy person, but you deal with it once in a while, it could have something to do with that time of the month. It could have something to do with you're not drinking enough water. When you're dehydrated, your body holds on to water and can make you more puffy all over your body. I don't know about you, but there are times when I look at my hands and I see that they're holding water and I know I'm not drinking enough. For instance, right now, when I finish this, I'm going to go drink some water. You could be getting too much salt in your body. Salt is actually something that's important for your bodily function, but most people don't need to add it into their diets because their diets itself usually is providing enough salt. You might not be getting enough sleep, or you're getting a lot of sleep, but you're not getting quality sleep. When you go to bed and you wake up every 2 hours, that's not great sleep. You can function. You might not be functioning that great, but for your body, it's a little bit of punishment. And that's not a remedy for puffiness. That's going to add to it. Not getting enough water in your diet, getting too much salt, not getting quality sleep. These are all things can contribute to puffiness, or they can exacerbate if you already are puffy hereditarily. I fell into that category. I'm just going to take out a little spoolie and point a couple of things out for you to be looking at. I hope that you'll be able to see them. Generally speaking, I have puffiness right here. Now, this is fatty tissue, but it's not completely fatty tissue, and it's not well-defined fatty tissue. I also have a fat pad right here, and that is very well-defined. It's very solid. You can feel it, you can see it, and I think that's going to be something harder to attack. I have the same thing on this side, but it's not as pronounced. It's not as big of a fat pad as it is on this side. Could be because I have a fat pad right up here. So maybe the fat just decided, you live over there, I'm going to live over here. Eyes are not perfect. When you get older, the problems kind of come out, and I've got a lot of them. I got the hooded lid, I've got the puffiness, I've got some crepiness. This side of my face seems to look more dehydrated than this side of my face for reasons I have no idea, I couldn't tell you. It is what it is. So those are the caveats. Just wanted to lay it out there, the issues that I have with my eyes. Your mileage may vary, so let's take a look at these remedies and how they worked for me. Your mileage, of course, may vary. Let's get into it. Today I thought we would do an experiment with the under eyes using ice cubes. This is one of the oldest ideas, so hopefully you can see what's going on with my bags this morning. pretty puffy. Oh, they're always pretty puffy. And going in with plain old straight out of the fridge ice cube and paper towel. And I'm just going to do the flat side under the eyes, and one for each to cut in the time. Now, nobody ever says how long you're supposed to leave this on. It kind of hurts, and I think the idea is, you know, to reduce swelling. Wow, okay. I'm going to change this so that there's 2 layers of paper towel. But the idea is it's supposed to reduce swelling, right? But that means there has to be, doesn't that mean that there needs to be blood vessels there? And are there blood vessels in fat? These are the questions I want to know. I'm just readjusting this because this is a little painful. I'm just going to change position a little bit to move the coldness around. Wow, what a way to wake up. Ow, ow, ow. It's like having an ice cream headache or a Slurpee headache without the joy of having a Slurpee. Well, it's only joyful until you're about 10. Or, okay, I'm going to wrap another layer around on these. And continue. The only reason I'm moving it around is just to kind of move the paint, because this is uncomfortable. Okay, this is about all I can stand. Let's see what we have. I can't tell in the monitor if they have gone down or not, so I will definitely have to be doing some looking of this footage with conclusions. Good morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I've been up for a couple of hours. I took a hike, I had a shower, and I put on most of my skincare. I haven't done my final moisturizer or my sunscreen, and that's for a reason. Today, I'm going to try an oldie but a goodie. Remember these? Gel masks. Now, the thing about this, I don't know, we're giving it a test. I don't know what to expect from it. I did put it in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. You don't have to. The gel's supposed to be cool all the time, but you know, for good measure. But a mask like this you have to keep on for a period of time. You can't just do this in the morning like you can throw on a couple of ice cubes. So I'm going to give this 15 minutes, and you can't wear your glasses over it, so it's not like I can read, so I guess I'll watch some YouTube videos. But first we're going to zoom in so you can get a look at my before. They're straight on. I really hope I'm in focus. I can't tell from looking at this monitor. And again, kind of looking at the puffiness here. And I'm going to relax the eye so I'm not engaging any muscle. And then open the eye so you can get a straight on look. and I'm starting to sweat. I'm going to pull out now. And this is pretty simple. It just has Velcro in the back. And the good news is, if nothing else, this is going to stop me from sweating. Oh, the bun is in the way. Okay. Already there's a problem. Wow, the sweat's beginning. It's just way too hot for me to have my hair down. So, over the ears and on the Velcro. And my watch. Okay, 10 o'clock on the dot and back in 15. All right, 10:15, time for the reveal. So, first of all, I'm sweating. So even on hot, even if you stick this in the refrigerator, it's not going to do much to cool you down. So be sure to clean this when you're done. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Well, first I'll just give you a view from here. And now I'm going to zoom in. And same deal to the side. So we're kind of looking right here to see what the changes are, if there are any. I'm not even looking in the mirror. I'm just going to put this in my camera and then I will shoot something else with my conclusions. I have a feeling that the ice is going to be the winner, but we'll see. The ice is certainly quicker. Good morning. It's about 8:30. It's just uncomfortably hot, so hot that I actually want to put these spoons under my armpits. I put these spoons in when I started my skincare, so they've been there for about 15 minutes. I have most of my skincare on, but not my final steps, which is sunscreen and my final moisturizer. And we're going to go in with the spoons, but first we're going to go in to see what I'm looking like this morning. Actually, we were already zoomed. All right, here's the starting point. And again, I find looking right around here, you can kind of see how like the way I finish sentences like 3 minutes later. Sometimes I finish them in my head. So here goes nothing. The backs of the spoons. Oh my God. Cold. This could be just like the ice situation. I don't know why people would do it like that. I mean, I would think it's the backs. Yeah, it's the backs. So I think, just like the ice, I'm not going to keep them here a long, long time. And I'll move them around a little bit. And I guess I'll just stop when they become warmed by the heat of the skin. I think metal is, when it's neutral, so it's not in the heat, it's not touching heat, it's not laying in the sun, it's the neutral point, I think, is cool. But it will take the temperature of whatever it's in. So you've put it in a freezer or a refrigerator, it takes that cool. If you stir a cup of tea or coffee with it, it will take that heat. If it's outside getting any kind of reflective sun, I imagine it's getting warm. I haven't looked this up, I'm just guessing. But if it's, if it's 90 degrees in my home, which it will be, it still remains cool because it's not being hit by the sun. Do the upper lids? They're getting warm already. So this won't be a very long experiment, I don't think. This part is still cold at the bottom. This is warm. This is warm. Yeah. So they're warmed up by my skin, so I don't think there'll be any more doing of anything. Making this one quick, certainly, Now let's take another look to see if it's done anything. Conclusions coming next. Alright, so there is the footage, and here are my thoughts. I think all of these have been successful to some degree. In a way, it's more about what you're willing to put up with. The ice cubes, that's painful, and it's going to leave your eyes pretty red. The spoons, probably the easiest. The ice cubes, that is pretty painful. I found that to be painful, and it will leave your eyes pretty red, but it's pretty fast. I don't think more than 3 minutes on that, and that's all I could take for the ice cubes. The spoons, I probably was also about 3 minutes. You were limited to how long that spoon can keep cold, and your body heat is going to warm it up pretty fast depending on how you run. I run pretty warm. And the gel mask, well, that you can leave on for quite some time. But who has that much time in the morning? It also left a mark across my nose, and that took quite a while to go away. So that one is probably least convenient for a regular work day, but if you're somebody who has a lot of time or it's a special event, that might be something that you want to look at. To me, it seemed that the gel pads were a little bit more effective because they're larger. They hit a bigger area of the face. They kind of went down to here. To me, if you can reduce any puffiness right through here, there won't be as much of a change between that very thin tissue under the eyes and the very thick tissue at the top of the cheeks. But not everybody has a face like mine, of course. The gel mask also went out this far, and I do have little puffiness right here. There are some kind of, I think not everybody has something right here, and I've seen other people who have it, and I believe that might be somewhat allergy related. Sometimes mine are more pronounced than other times of the year, but that could be a place where you hold water when you're having too much salt and not enough water to flush the salt through your system. I really want to hear what you have to say. Which one do you think was more effective, or do you happen to have a remedy that I haven't looked at yet that you find works every single time? Just knocks it out of the park, because I want to try it for everybody. And that's going to be it for my superhero big bad bag conqueror. I'm not sure I got there. Of course, surgery would probably be the easiest thing. Well, wait a minute, no, surgery's not easy. Scratch that. No, it's not least scary either. There are options. There are options that don't require surgery. You could have your fat pads diminished at a doctor's office. It dissolves the fat away. It kind of scares me because I think, well, what if it's not even? Or what if it's not, like, it takes some of this fatness right here, but not the whole thing? Or one side of the face to the other side of the face isn't even. And what if I need to have my troughs filled after I do that? Now, having your troughs filled, when you have the fat dissolved, it's forever. It doesn't come back. But when you have the trough filled, you have to continuously do that. And I don't know how often, but even twice a year, I don't want to do that. I've seen that online, and I just don't want a needle going through my cheek and then kind of hitting everything to fill up. That just gives me the heebie-jeebies really bad, and surgery's not an option for me either. So we are talking about what's going to work if you don't want to have surgery and you don't want to go to a doctor's office. I think these are somewhat successful. I do want to hear what your thoughts are. Maybe you're seeing something that I'm not seeing. It's kind of hard to look at your own face and be unbiased. and really get a sense of what's truly going on. So, I want to hear from you. I really, really do. I hope you leave a message and tell me which one you think works better. And also let me know if you have a remedy that you think works great. I want to try it for everybody else. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for coming. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a great day.